Hi, this is Joe, and welcome to Dark Souls Remastered. So I'm in a bit of pickle now, because I drank too much wine yesterday and just woke up, but I have to record now, so that's the perfect situation to start a Dark Souls game. And if you hear something rumbling in the background, that will just be my girlfriend rising from the dead, so don't worry. I'll survive that, maybe. I really liked the Dark Souls series, so if I ever play anything from that won't be blind. It's quite interesting because I started this series like a noob with keyboard and mouse. I played most of the way through Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 with keyboard and mouse. And at the end of that, I just didn't want to go further with that and just wanted to have control available for me to properly play the game. So I bought a controller and I started anew, and the problem was I already knew everything that was around, and so I didn't finish that run. So I never finished Dark Souls 2 and 3. I never started Dark Souls 1 because I didn't own it until yesterday. And yeah, I finished the Deck 13 games. So The Surge and Lords of the Fallen. So I know a bit about how to control that game, but not too much because I didn't enjoy it like really the whole way through with the controller. So I'm a bit of a newbie on this one, so bear with me. But it's not blind because I saw that game, playthroughs of that game a few times because it's just fun to see blind playthroughs of this game. And I can't offer you one of those because I'm not blind. But I want to show you that game. Dark Souls, very good games. So, new game. Now at last we have some music from the game. I was growing anxious if it would ever start to play something. Yeah, brightness slightly above normal, like I already put it in. No auto wall recovery because I don't want my camera to swing around without me using it. Needs subtitles HUD, UI scan normal. I think I need to tone down the music a bit. I really like the music, but I don't want it to overshadow the dialogues. So I think I'll let it stay that way, and I will see if I redo that. I turned off motion blur because that's horrible for a video to have motion blur if I record that. I want to add like more screens up there, but I can't change them. Bumpers, triggers, no. Couldn't you? Keyboard and mouse, X input controller. Keyboard and mouse out. No, normal controller. Wow. Okay, I wanted to look if I can change it around that one. Okay. Enter character name. My name is Joe. That really doesn't matter. It's just the visual of the character, but I think I can better immerse myself if I'm playing a man named Joe. Nothing against playing as a woman though. I played a whole lot of games as no female character, but this one will be male. So we have different classes. So fearless warrior, weapon expert, high strength and dexterity is the warrior. The knight is a low-ranking knight, high HP, solid armor, not easily toppled. The wanderer is an aimless wanderer, wields a scimitar with high dexterity. The thief is a guild-ridden thief, high critical hits, has the master key. Savage bandit, high strength, wields a heavy battle axe. A hunter, bow-wielding hunter, okay at close range but weak with magic. Sorcerer of Vinheim Dragon School casts soul sorceries. Swamp Pyromancer casts fire spells and wields a hand axe. Cleric on pilgrimage wields a mace and casts healing miracles. Unclosed enigma, only armed with club and old plank shield. And as I said during my creation of Baldur's Gate, I always go with the Sorcerer, but I don't know if that's a good idea with this game. So some enemies will be resistant against magic, and that will be quite the hassle to go around that. But I think I will do the Sorcerer, as I only played melee characters in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 when I tried them out, so I think playing the Sorcerer will be nice. I'll not pick the Mastering, the Master Key, because it just opens up so many possibilities to go the way you want if you already know the game, and if you just are stumbling around and not really know where to go next. Without the master key, you can just follow the normal roads and see if there is too much resistance and then go the other way. But with the master key, you have... that's not great. You have just too much possibilities. So I could pick the Tiny Beings Ring, which is gives HP. The Old Witch's Ring does nothing. I don't really remember if it really did nothing. The Pendant, Trinket no effect, but fond memories comfort travelers. Binoculars, Twin Humanities, Black Fire Bombs. Goddess Blessing. Okay, Goddess Blessing, I don't want to pick that. Could pick the Black Firebomb, because Dark Souls always has a tutorial boss that is way hard to beat, and you get an extra reward if you beat him head on. And Black Firebombs are great for that purpose, but I don't think that my Sorcerer will use the reward I would get for that first boss enemy. So I'll take the 20 humanities, I think. No, I take the Tiny Beings Ring. That all looks so strange. I take that, as it doesn't look totally horrible. Oh, we have face presets. Yeah, Jubilant Katarina. Two of those are not like the other. But that one. And that one. It's racist. they all look so strange. Okay. Yeah, bobbed hair is great. Don't they have this? Okay. Curly hair, semi-long hair, parted center hair, white hair. The parted center hair is a bit parted in the middle. The white hair is more parted in the middle. Receding hair. That color? Oh, that doesn't look great with the stupid head. I can customize it. Okay, I can customize it. So, a different face, and now I can create random faces. Okay, that I like the presets. I think I'll have to choose same for the random effect. Oh, that doesn't. Okay. Okay, it doesn't work the way other games do, where I can measure it to create a monstrosity. They're not that monstrous here. So I just go with it and say, that one's great. Oh, and I can customize it further, but I don't think I'll take the time for that. And I'm just gonna start the game.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease, and seethed The scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
So, I'm pretty sure that's not the character I created. Pretty sure wasn't that blue. But that's how the Dark Souls game, the first Dark Souls game starts. So we start in this cell. And we are already undead. So, game control is straightforward, so right stick to look around, left stick to walk around, A to pillage corpse. Our friend from up there just throw ourselves the dungeon key down here. And now we can... No, that's not how I want to do it. That. No, how do this? That way. The dungeon cell key. Key to the dungeon of the undead asylum to the north. A mysterious knight, without saying a word, shoved the corpse down into the cell, and on its person was this key. Who was this knight, and what was his purpose? There may be no answers, but one must still forge ahead. Interesting thing is, I already have the soul arrows memorized, but can't use them because I have no wand. I only have this shitty sword that doesn't look very good. What does the sword say, you ask? I'll read that. The hilt of this lost sword was found discarded in the undead asylum, only slightly better than one's bare hands, and not recommended for extensive use. Be certain to find a replacement quickly. Yeah, and with this sword, some idiot named Lobos beat the game. Why would you do something like that to yourself? I don't understand. What else have we got? We have a black separation crystal that is for co-op, so if I have someone in my game, I can banish them if I want them out of my game. Sends phantoms back to their homes or sends you back to yours. Or if I want to leave. The dark sign. The dark sign signifies an uncursed unearth. Those branded with it are reborn after death, but will one day lose their mind and go hollow. Death triggers the dark sign, which returns its bearer to the last bonfire rested at, but at the cost of all humanity and souls. The Soul Arrow. Elementary sorcery, fire soul arrow. Soul arrows inflict magic damage, making them effective against iron armor, tough scales, and other physically resilient materials. So we already read that. There's nothing. Sorcerer's Hat. Hat worn by proper sorcerers who studied at Vinheim Dragon School. The majority take pride in having studied at the academy and look down on breaking the formal dress code established for sorcerers. And cloak, and gauntlets, and boots. No different description for these items. Okay. And with tiny being's ring made of ancient tiny red jewel. Grants small increase to hit points. Rings grant powers large and small, their discovery and effective use can make one's journey easier. If I go to the equipment screen and look at my HP, so I can go through with Y and look at my HP. And can't I de-equip that? Wasn't there a button to re-equip that? There's no button to de-equip that in this game. Okay. So I can't show you how much it does. So that's a nice medallion, you have that. Okay, so without further ado, let's leave our cell. And go to the next cell and open it, and it doesn't work. Yeah, the other cells aren't openable here. Read message. R for camera controls. Yeah, I figured that out before. How did anyone die here? Or he ran an enemy here just to be here to show how he could die. So there's another hollow out. These are the hollows we read from there. Yeah, they're lost. RB to attack. There's a friendly guy next to us there. That's pretty easy to miss that he's just throwing around there. That's the stray demon. Yeah, RB to attack. So we do 30 damage with this weapon against completely non-armored enemies. So we'll do no damage against armored enemies with that. So RT is strong attack, which has a bit of a wind up, so like that. It goes into the nice left-right combo. Even ahead. Yeah. That's an online message from another person playing the game, and that... yeah. Okay, I can sprint with B. Target lock with the right stick. So this one. Yeah. And in the bottom right corner you see we have already amassed a whopping 60 souls. Yeah. I can look up what we need for our first level up, but we would need to kill a few of those for that. First at Bonfire to recover hit points. And Bonfire. Yeah, this is a Bonfire. Okay. That is a tutorial message that would be needed by the game, but because this Bonfire is very easy to miss if there's not a message. So we don't only light them, we have to rest at them or they won't work. So could you tune other magic to that? Nope. No other magic to tune. Someone died here. Of course, they die. Well, a bit surprised by the lack of bloodstains showing up. Normally there are more here because they find a creative way to show new game. You can't level up before going to the mainland, okay? So you can even grind your way to level up. So let's go after this big enemy and crush him. Okay. I only heard the walking steps. Be wary of tough enemy. Yes. Someone can take this, yeah. Not my problem. So he jumps from more up in the ceiling, okay. Yeah, and he attacks there. So we can roll. I wanted to show you roll. That didn't go well. I clicked it again. God damn it. Oh, there's a delay to it in this game that's bigger than the delay in the other games. I just wanted to show you how much damage we do, which is nothing, and then I wanted to run away. Bye. Yay, and we've defeated the first boss. So if you beat that boss, you get an extra... That boss at that time, you get an extra bonus, but I don't need that extra bonus because it's a strength them, and I decided to go Sorcerer.